What's up, viewer? This is your girl Mary Lee Davis, aka Mary Mac. As you can tell, I got three things around my head. I got a Cadillac uh, dog tag that came with the Cadillac shoes that are no longer in existence. I got the cross. My fault. The cross. I gotta get this right. The cross and the lock. And then there's me. The lock is a master lock. I believe that's the lock that's holding me and my people down. There's always a master somewhere trying to hold people down. I had a big chain, right? But I gave that one away. It didn't have no lock on it because it was free. We're going to say that was my mama, the big chain, the big dog. You understand what I'm saying? That little chain with that big ass lock though, I call it my mama holding me down. For real. That's what I'm going to call it. But that cross, oh, it's got four different angles. North, south, east, and west. But I'm coming high and low. For real. For mine. Straight up. You understand? This one gonna be called Miss Nelson. This my sister. It's gonna be some shit, but I don't care. That's my oldest sister. Light, right? Damn near white. She look a little different now. She got a lot of gray hair. You know? Whereas, if I take this do-rag off, I don't have all that gray hair. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got no hair, thanks to my oldest sister. Now, I don't know what her and my mama went through. For real. You know, but the oldest always be the one that usually catch hell. And it was 5 of us. So, I'm the baby, which means, you know, she must have seen a little favor. You understand what I'm saying? When it came to me, my mama, what I'm talking about. And somebody in my family was jealous of me. Now, I can only say it was my oldest sister, Miss Nelson. For real. Because all while I was in foster homes, she was trying to get me, you know, for the money or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? She was always trying to get me to live with her family. You understand what I'm saying? I guess once they found out, you know, that I am somebody after all. See, sometimes you throw away the wrong one and keep the right one. You throw away the right one and keep the wrong one. It's kind of like when you have to make a decision. You remember when they had to make a decision whether they kill Jesus or kill the murderer? Well, you know what happened, right? They kept the murderer and killed Jesus. That's me and my oldest sister. See, my oldest sister, I don't know a lot about her, but I know enough to know why I'm in the position I'm in right now. For real. You understand what I'm saying? And that noise you hear, oh, okay, it didn't stop now. Ain't nothing but a distraction, just like my motherfucking oldest sister. Rewind the video, and you'll hear the noise. Because everything happens for a reason. You see my face? I'm trying to keep people reference to my face. Okay? Now my sister, let me just put it like this. She was a nurse at one time. There go that noise again. But we're going to bypass all that. She was a nurse at one time. And I believe when I was born, some things transpired. She know more about me than I know about myself. You understand what I'm saying? My sister know enough people to save me from whatever it is these motherfuckers trying to do to me internally with these diseases that they giving me. You understand what I'm saying? For real. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've had sex with a couple of people. Okay? Back in the day. I haven't had sex in over 2 years, not even with myself. So let's make that clear. Okay? But my sister knows, for real, the first time I had intercourse in a long, for real, was with something I wasn't supposed to have intercourse with. And that was the family pet. And she knows why I did what I had to do. Because her husband must have did something to them girls, my nieces. Okay? And I'm the type of person, I'll go above and beyond the call of duty to save what's mine. Okay? And expose the enemy for who they are. That's what I do. Knowing I'm going to die in the end, I still do it though. It's called a no-limit soldier. You heard me? That's who I am. But it's some things I'm not going to do over and over again to prove a point. Just once. To show you, I'm there for you if you need me. But when you try and deceive me like you always have, only for the money, come on. Come on now. Who you think you talking to, Miss Nelson? For real. I was only with your family long enough to know a couple of things about you. You would let a man hit you, for real, and get away with it, with a black eye, right there in front of the police. You understand what I'm saying? I know that about you. I know you used to sell drugs, marijuana. I know that. I know you always wanted to take me in for the money. I know that. I know when I went to job court and I told you, just give me my allowance and you can keep the check, even though I'm away at job court, to continue to support my 4 nieces, your kids. I'm 18 at the time, thinking about you and your kids though, whom I barely even knew for more than 6 months out of my whole life, and I'm 46 now. Okay? But I thought enough to not say nothing to my caseworker so y'all can continue to eat off of me like you are now. You understand what I'm saying? I never wanted to be a part of that family. Never. Ever. It's written in my DCFS files. I say I always knew she just wanted the money. I was just a check to her. But yet and still, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I went in the family household, and the only thing you had to offer me was some of your sickness. You understand? Your perversion. You were so obsessed with me that when I met the whole family, it was at my mama's sister's funeral. If she was dead. I don't even know if she was dead. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can give a motherfucker a shot, put him down, and wake him up all motherfucking day, Miss Nelson. Because you what? You was a RN, right? So let's play this game on Mary. Okay? For real. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you did. I went to the funeral. Well, what was I wearing, Miss Nelson? I was wearing your clothes and your shoes. I'm walking in your footsteps. You understand what I'm saying? For real. They say you never know a person unless you walk in their shoes. Okay? Well, I walked in your shoes. And this is what I came up with. You allow my nieces, who are grown now, to be victims of your sickness that either my mama or you inflicted on your own self. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And you was looking for an out. And me being a baby, y'all must have whooped my ass when I was little, and that's why they took me away. And then, you knew I wouldn't know because I don't have the first 6 years of my life. You understand what I'm saying? But you do. But you think you got power over me. No, I got the power this time. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. Now, you may be the oldest. You may even be the slickest or whatever. I think you was a game banger at one time. So I got the blue and the red on this time. But the gray is covering my head. Which means I'll worry your ass to death before you take me out on some bullshit that you need to be accountable for. You understand what I'm saying? You know why I did what I did with that damn dog. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to do it to your damn kids. Because I knew when the little one, Dion, you understand what I'm saying, laughed at my poem, she must have had it to gone through some shit. Because only a person that knows what a person is talking about and it's not to be laughed at and they laugh, they got to know something for real that the person that's telling them don't know. You understand what I'm saying? This is the same niece, Dion, okay, at the age of 12 that I took to the carnival in Cicero, okay? And we didn't get on one ride because y'all set it up where it didn't look like I'm getting jumped by 4 white guys when all I was trying to do was take your daughter to a carnival with her auntie and have some fun. And we didn't get on one ride. And I got to wrestle in the motherfucking dirt with some white boys and shit, thinking about your child, trying to save her. I get up from the ground, run, catch the bus. We on the bus. The motherfucking white boys done caught up with us on the bus. Everybody in on this scheme, though, to fuck with Mary. So everybody hit the ground, including me, because I'm not really knowing what's going on. See, Marvin Gaye asked, what's going on? Well, I know now. You understand what I'm saying? It's family. Trying to fuck with family. Did not Marvin Gaye's father take him out supposedly, on April Fool's Day? That's a joke, nigga. Okay, the joke is on me. I'm up on it now, though. So, to continue the story, everybody hit the motherfucking bus. Okay, because I'm worried about your child. You understand what I'm saying? But she's so smart. She's the same one that taught me fractions. So she couldn't have been, you understand what I'm saying? These kids are smart. Devilish. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know the story. So I looked around on the floor. I'm like, damn, everybody on the floor? I said, well, let me get the fuck up. It's time to rise up, motherfucker. So I rose to the occasion. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm wondering why the bus ain't moving. You feel me? Because if it was any real danger, for real, to that bus driver who happened to be an African-American woman, she would have peeled the fuck off or called for backup. I'm not hearing none of that, though. It's a smoke screen. I get it now. The joke's on me. Okay? But let me tell you something. When I rose and I told that motherfucking African-American woman, bus driver, I said, bitch, if you don't fucking drive this bus, I will. That's when the bitch pulled off. After she said, you probably started it. Yeah, what I look like starting some shit, for real, with 4 white guys. One of them had a knife. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Why I got to take your place in hell, Miss Nelson? For real, what did you do that was so wrong that you wanted me to walk in your shoes? You understand what I'm saying? Leave Pepper in the middle of the street dead, where I had to pick him up and bury him. Not because of what I did, because of what you did. You understand what I'm saying? I did what you did only to tell you right now, you need to repent. For real, because I prayed that day. I prayed for Pepper. And I went back again when the shit hit the fan in 2008. And I threw my cross up and kept it stepping. But we know that you was a nurse. So you probably gave Pepper a shot because y'all love dogs. You understand what I'm saying? And Pepper rose like I did on that bus. You understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? But because you hate me so much, and I don't know why, the only time you find me is when I'm making money and doing good. But when I need you, like I gave to you freely, you ain't there for me. I remember one time I asked you for $5, and the look on your face was like I asked for $5 million. I said, I'll give it right back. I just need change so I can make this sale. You remember? At the flea market. For real. You remember. So whatever game you playing, I about them figured you out. Joke's on you now, baby. You can take me out all you want. But guess where I'm going? For real, for real. Yeah, you might got the cure to all the disease. But do you got the key to heaven? For real. I don't think so. And you definitely ain't got it to this city. Okay? That's why I got this warrior video. This represents me and you, baby. That's what this about. We warring right now. And my mama should have stepped in by now and broke this shit up. Because I don't believe she did either. But just like the father in this video, he didn't step up either. And you know, the little one knew that he could whoop the shit out the big one. He knew it. You understand what I'm saying? But the big one needed the money. Okay? I'm gonna keep my motherfucking composure on this shit too. The big one needed the money in the movie because their house was in foreclosure. So the little one let the big one whoop his ass in the movie to keep a roof over the big one and their kid's head. You feel me? See? But at the end, the big one is holding on to the little one. That's where we at. We either gonna hold on together in this one, baby, or I'm gonna have to whoop your ass for real. No holds barred. Because I done gave and gave and gave and gave. For real, for real. And paid the price for something your husband, Frank Nelson, I'm pretty sure, did to my nieces. Something I didn't do. You understand what I'm saying? To my nieces. And that's sexually abused them. And that's the truth. And you know it's the truth. And I'm hoping you get this damn video for real. For real, because I've been through a whole lot. I've been through a whole lot. I even went to my own funeral, who's supposed to be my mama's funeral. And you know I was laughing at that funeral. And the look on your face in that picture. I ain't got to show you the picture we took as a family, do I? You look so guilty. You, Emmanuel, and Angela Davis, my sister. Okay? See, it's more than one Angela Davis, y'all. But it's one in my family. My so-called family. I've only known them for about 6 months. I don't know them. But everywhere I go, there they is. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Why is you following me if you ain't got no good news? Stop bringing me bad news. For real. I got enough blues in my life. Let me die in peace. If that's what you want me to do, I'll die. Okay? Just like Prince said, for you. But I'm going to heaven. And I hate to tell you where you're going. And everybody that was involved in bringing me down. Now, I can only tell you the truth from this point on. I'm sorry. I can't lie to myself. I know why I did what I did. You understand what I'm saying? It almost killed me trying to help you and your family, especially when I paid my nieces $200 apiece to work one Christmas at the flea market, at the Swaparama flea market. Okay? I paid them. I didn't get nothing out the deal. That shit damn near killed me. For real. I'm not talking the money. I'm talking about literally trying to make sure they get theirs. And I just be like, and I always get the shitty end of the stick. Always. Is it because I'm nice? No, it's because I'm loyal. You understand what I'm saying? Even though I don't even know you. I don't know damn one of y'all birthdays, your middle names. I don't know y'all. For real. But you know everything about me. Everything. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because I'm the backbone to this family. For real, for real. But you can't reap the benefits without me. I'm sorry. You may be, doing your thing, working for CTA or whatever. You think you got it going on. But shit, I had it going on without you. And you couldn't take it. You couldn't take it. You hated to see me make it without you. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm right where you want me to be. I went to look for Dion's picture on Facebook, and it was gone. Okay? It was gone because she knows. She knows me. I'm coming. I'm coming. For real. Straight up. That's why I said you got to tell that story, Dion. For real, for real. You got to tell that story. Because I protected you even when you knew it was a game being played on me. You knew that. For real. See, that's how the devil works. He would use the kids. Something that they know I'm weak for. I'm not really weak for them. I just want them to learn better than me. You understand what I'm saying? Because even your family would deceive you. For real, for real. When it's all said and done. And that's why, Miss Nelson, you asked me, you told me, maybe you might want to get some insurance on you because you in them streets every day and, something bad might happen. And here I am. I'm not even thinking like that because I walk with God. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. I don't even think like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know I paid for too many funerals, too many hospital bills, too many houses, too many cars. I know y'all gonna bear me. For real, with the utmost due respect. If I don't get nothing else. For real. But what did you try to give me? A government cheese funeral. You understand what I'm saying? And say that was my mama. That's why I was laughing. It didn't look like my mama. Okay? And I prepared my mama for what's to come. And I knew it was you. You understand what I'm saying? For real. So if she is dead, I already know who killed her. Okay? For the insurance. I already know. But I don't believe my mama cared for me that much as she did you. But she knows that I love her enough to know to watch you. For real. And if my mama ain't got the best medical care there is, Miss Nelson, well, you're getting older now. That's all I got to say. And there's some girls in your family that don't appreciate what you allowed to happen to them. And they know they auntie never shitted on them. They know that. They know that. For real. Because when I asked Dion, I said, who's the Michael Jordan of writing? She couldn't lie. She said, you are. And I take my hat off to her for that. But she grown now and she knows She knows who really loves her. For real, for real. More than her mom. So keep playing with me if you want to. That's why I called you She-Devil. I called you She-Devil. I called Oprah She-Devil. And I called that damn caseworker who prepared you for me. Or me for you. You understand what I'm saying? When I enter your home. That's why I went to job court. I couldn't take it. And then I go to job court on Halloween. Come on, man. Y'all just ain't gonna give me a break, is you? Well, go on. That's why I buried them guns at the railroad track around your house. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to need one to put me down. Ain't that what you want to do? Just like Pepper, you want to leave me in the street, dead? Okay. I gave you a couple of guns. When I went back to go get it, it was gone. Okay? I know who my enemy is. Okay? It's always your family. The ones that didn't get their calling in life and shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's always them. For real. So, I'm asking you. You know, I don't care about your little cures. You understand? I don't care about that. I'd rather die with my dignity. Okay? For real. Than a cure. You can't cure all this shit that we in. Because only I really, really got the gift that God gave me. You can steal it, but you can't do it like me. For real. And it'll always come back to haunt you. Always. Just like me walking in your shoes. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of that shit I did because it was not only you I was trying to reach, but it's a lot of them. You understand what I'm saying? Just like you. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You got the cross, the lock, and the gift. You understand what I'm saying? You could pick one. But for me, I done been through all three, nigga. For real, for real. You ain't got to give me my drop-top Cadillac truck. Because it's my feet that put the work in, goddammit. For real, for real. Straight up. Now, I don't know if you had anything to do with my feet being the way they are, but I know who was there when I told them to put me down, and I woke back up. You understand what I'm saying? I do know that. You know, I don't want to say you all bad, but come on. When do it end? You got too much of an influence, light, bright, damn near white. You got the complexion for the protection. For real. You got it. You understand what I'm saying? Stop shitting on me and saying it's raining. Okay? For real, for real. Because it's not a joke. This ain't a game. And I'm not tapping out. You have tried to warn me, you know, of the wrath that's spewing up in you a couple of times. And I'm pretty sure that's why I got that black eye on the left-hand side. Okay? And that's why I say, go ahead. You understand what I'm saying? But even the guy that blacked my eye had more compassion for me than you ever had. For real, for real. Okay? So, you can play your games to the day you die. Or to the day I die. But when it's all said and done, it's still two places. Two options. You know what I'm saying? That I got. You understand what I'm saying? But at the pace you on, you only got one. And it's hot. It's hot. For real, for real. So, you know, whatever you and your mom, because I can't even say see my mom. I couldn't have did my child. I would have been, you understand what I'm saying? Because the last place my mom was at had to cost some money. It had to cost some money. For real, for real. I walked the neighborhood, you know, just recently. And I'm like, this shit costs some money. For real, for real. But you had to move her closer to me. You know why? Because I was moving up. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. And you know I care about my mom because I read her that Mother's Day poem, took her out to dinner, something you probably never did, or you may have, or I don't know, both of y'all probably in cahoots together. I don't know the family history. But what I do know, the path you was trying to lead me down, yeah, I may have dibbled and dabbled in some wrong or whatever, but I know why I did it. You understand what I'm saying? And I hurried up and got up out of that. And then, of course, the darkest niece, your darkest child, you used against me, introduced me to somebody. You understand what I'm saying? It's all a game. It's all a game. You know, out the frying pan into the oven. Come on, man. Quit playing. Quit playing. This is a matter of life and death. Not only our family, but our race as a whole. For real. You understand what I'm saying? I can't help. God chose me to deliver the message. I can't help it. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of things I could have passed on, but I'm such a caring person that I'm willing to go down for my race to rise. You understand what I'm saying? For real. You are part of the race. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to be. You know, everything ain't always light, bright, damn near right. You understand what I'm saying? Everything ain't. Sometimes it's sweet as chocolate. You gotta know it. For real. You just gotta know it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you did, I may never know. You know, but I know you ain't gonna be as honest as I am. For real. I at least tried to step by step you for what's to come. You have yet tried to write me a letter, email me, or anything. You understand what I'm saying? Because you happy. You happy I'm alone. You happy I'm going through what Job went through in the Bible. You happy. Okay? I'm happy you happy. Okay? But I'm not bowing down to you or your crew. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, aim straight for my motherfucking head and make damn sure I'm dead. I'm just, it is what it is. And I'm going to give you that opportunity every chance I walk out this motherfucker to put me down. But know one thing, I hold the key to your destiny now. You might got the key to my beginnings, but I got the key to your endings. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And if we don't come together, ain't gonna be no middle passage rising up. See, you got to divide. They said God divided the Red Sea and they walked on land. You on one side, I'm on the other. For real. But my people got to come up. Which means, hey, somebody got to go. But my people got to come up. They got to come up. Don't blame me though, people, for real. I don't even got the first 6 books of my motherfucking life. For real, for real. They have taken that. So blame the nurse. That's why when I went to Job Corps, I wanted to take up nursing assistant. Hell, far as I got was me in a fucking nursing uniform. And that was a dress. Okay? With a cigarette hanging out my mouth. Well, I ain't smoking no more. And I hope your mama ain't either. For real. Straight up. Real talk. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I've been set up from the word go. Straight up. This game, as far as I'm concerned, has been over though. For real. I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, every time I'm doing good, that's the only time they come around to get money. Come on, man. What part of the game is that? For real. Straight up. When I know Maria got the cure. She had AIDS. If she had AIDS, she got the cure now. For real. She got it now. Thanks to me. Y'all want to pass y'all problems down to me? Want to keep the family secret and all that? Okay. Well, you're not the only one. Okay? Going through some shit. Our family ain't the only one. Whites going through it, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Chinese, Arabs, Koreans. We all going through some shit. Okay? For real. Don't nobody rise without going through some shit. For real. It's like Shawshank Redemption. That nigga had to go through some shit in order to break himself free. Because he knew he didn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to go through some shit, and eventually, God gonna bless me. But until you and the Oprah Winfrey's and my caseworker and the mayor and the police department, until y'all fucking do the right thing for real, I guess we gonna have to continue to go through some shit. For real. Because I'm not tapping out. You done fucked me out a lot of shit. But you ain't gonna plan my death, motherfucker. And I go to my own funeral. Ain't that a bitch? Got my name. And check it out. Check it out, viewer. Now we all four of us, the girls, right? There's 5 of us. Well, the girls was supposed to pay for my mom's headstone, right? You understand what I'm saying? That says my name, Mary Lee Davis. But my mama name, for real, is Mary Lee Wright. Like the Wright brothers. Yeah. Okay? But on the headstone that we all supposed to have chipped in $2,000 worth, was supposed to pay for it, right? Guess who ended up paying for it? Everybody made the first down payment of, I don't know how much it was, maybe $60 or something like that. I still got the receipt somewhere in there. And then all the rest of the girls stopped paying it, and I'm paying on my own headstone. You know, because my sister's so smart, she don't want to pay for my funeral, right? That's how much she loved me. She don't want to pay for my funeral, so I had to pay for my own headstone. And they ended up giving my mother, who's supposed to have been dead, a government funeral. You understand what I'm saying? And, come on now. Come on, that's supposed to be me in that government funeral after all I done did. You understand what I'm saying? For real. For my country. You gonna put me in a raggedy ass cheap phone box. Hell, the first business I had, the wood cost $1,500 alone. At least bill me, goddammit, from the wood I paid for. You understand what I'm saying? For real. You gonna give me something. I seen that. It wasn't worth nothing. You understand what I'm saying? The funeral wasn't worth anything. It was ridiculous. It was sad. That's what it was. And that's how my sister wanted me to go out. Well, okay. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It is what it is, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But be careful of the stones you throw. For real. Because you got a glass house. You're so transparent. I see right through that bullshit. But I got to be stupid. Why me? Because I'm the baby. I grew up, the black sheep of the family, 6 years behind time. I had to catch up to y'all in order to figure this out. And this is embarrassing as far as I'm concerned, because I caught up and now I done passed you up. And that's the part you don't like. Had I been able to reach my full potential without this mission that God put me on. My mind alone, you know what I'm saying? They would have to, my brain, they would have to put it in gold. You understand what I'm saying? And say, this brain was the brain of a genius. For real. I mean, they still can. And I'm hoping before it's over with, I will be able to reach my full potential. You understand what I'm saying? And stop having people hate on me. I can't help being the person I am, which is a child of God. You understand what I'm saying? Now, whatever you did, okay, cool, no problem. But sometimes you got to repent and, allow the person that you did it to make a decision whether they want to forgive you or not. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, if you stop fucking doing the same fucking shit over, I could be like, all is forgiven. I got you still. You understand what I'm saying? I know you've been through some shit. I know it must have been hard being the only light-skinned person in the family, trying to outdo the darker one. Who knows? My mom might have been raped and had you. I don't know how you end up being the lightest one. Just like I don't know how Mimi ended up being the darkest one. But I know you shitted on her. Okay? Because she was darker than your other kids. I know that. And she shitted on me. Okay? To make you happy. I know that as well. And I caught up with Nene on that GCI website I had. She know I caught her. I went through all the people that signed up on that website, and I finally caught her. I caught her, okay? It's not a whole lot y'all can do to me that I don't know, okay? Or that I don't allow. A lot of this stuff I allow, for real, just to make you motherfuckers happy. If you really think my death, just like Jesus, when they killed him and let the murderer go. Okay, that's what they did to me. They locked me up and let R. Kelly go. It's the same shit. Different time. Okay? So I'm aware of who I'm dealing with and what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a bunch of killers who want to silence the only person who can take them up yonder because they'd rather go to hell. I understand. Well, I don't want to go to hell. I'm sorry. I know it's hot. I know. Just like this story, it's hot. But you know what? Everybody can cool off with anger management. For real. Straight up. So, regardless of whatever, hey, do your fucking laundry, goddammit. You need these roller quarters? Here it is. I got them for you. All you gotta do is knock on the door. Be careful for what you ask for. You just might get it. It's all about money, right? You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you can't take nothing that's mine that I can't get back. For real. I don't care how much knowledge you have in science and medicine, the body you would have. My spirit and soul, you ain't got no control of it. For real. But I got some of yours right about now. I can black power it, or I can give it the finger. Straight up. But it's brown power over here. So put your dukes up. You understand what I'm saying? For real. Straight up. But at the end of the day, I hope in the end it don't come down to this. For real. Straight up. Because I'm tired of giving you all my money and not getting nothing in return but a shitty ass motherfucking story. So, I could have took nursing a little more seriously. But could I still have gotten the help with this attitude I have? No. So that's why I ain't even bothered. I'm waiting on God to bless me. Not once, but twice. And with that, I'm peacing out to the Nelson family. You understand what I'm saying? My name is Mary Lee Davis, a.k.a. Mary McIntyre. I know it sounds strange for a little bit of change, you understand what I'm saying? But it's all game, even in your family. For real. These freaks like little kids. So, once they grow up, they'll use them same little kids they turned into freaks. They'll use their kid against them. It's a cycle. It's on and on and on and on and on and on. And then, who do we blame? Each other in one another's family. And as a result, we get nowhere, no reparations, no freedom, no land, no nothing. Because it's a sick-ass motherfucking game that's being played on African Americans. And especially the ones that look like me with a darker complexion. Straight up. See, they trying to get rid of the darker complexion, bring in the mulattoes. Eventually, they'll do the same to the mulattoes, and it'll be all white. You understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? It started off black, okay? Like this here. Black, okay? It diluted itself to brown and mixed. That's why I got a poem that says, you know, if you're black and white, then where would you be? In the middle of the circle, saying I'm one of thee? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, some people really, really do have a white mom and look at the president. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know about him for real, straight up. So I don't even want to get that as an example because I believe he's part Hispanic and white. That's what I believe. You understand what I'm saying? But that's for another subject. You understand what I'm saying? But, yeah. Be careful because it's always the ones closest to you that shit on you the most. And all I got out of my family was heartache and pain. I tried giving them a shot, and all they want to do is kill me. So if you got that last shot, Miss Nurse Nelson, feel free. Put me down. That's why I went to St. Bernard Hospital since I've been here. You understand what I'm saying? And they gave me hell. For real. I thought for sure that was going to be it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you got the power. All you got to do, hit me with that shot if you're so confident in your God. Don't take me out. You understand what I'm saying? Evidently, you must be a little leery because I done put in a lot of work, and you know, all I hit is thousands. I bet thousands all the time. And you can't fuck with it. You can't fuck with it. You just got to accept the fact that I treated your kids better than your own husband. For real. You got to accept that fact. You understand what I'm saying? It may not have been the right decision. But hey, live and learn, motherfucker. But I don't regret it because that's what's going on too. Bestiality is what's going on, people. And they want to push that shit. For real. Before they give us reparations, they'll fucking make that shit legal like they trying to make gay rights. Okay? Don't be fooled or deceived. I wouldn't tell you all my business if I was lying to you. I'm a dying motherfucker walking. Straight up. I ain't got no reason to lie. But it's your motherfucking obligation to pass it on. And if you don't pass it on, that's your family that's going down, not mine. Because mine, y'all been killing off all along. Straight up. The goodies. For real. Well, I'm here to stop that process with me. Y'all got to be accountable for your actions. Even God will turn a murderer around if they sincere. But if you ain't, well then, that's not my fault. You understand what I'm saying? That's not my fault. I'm sorry. I done danced with the best of them. You understand? I have. I've danced with the best of them. And I have yet to be beaten. For real. You can physically beat me down. But spiritually, the preacher can't even touch this. Because I got to reach the preacher. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. When does it end? For real. It's got to be this year. It's got to be. Because if not, man, you think I'm something. You just wait for real. For what's to come for real. Because I don't got to have no more sex with nobody. Don't want none. So all you girls out there, even with this shit on my face, niggas be trying to turn their ass up in my face. I'm not interested. Okay? I'm not. I don't want a man, a woman, or a pet. I don't even fuck myself. Okay? When I get to where I'm going, and that's the promised land for real, I ain't gonna want no sex then either. If they say, okay, Mary, you won. This is what we gonna do. You just tell us how to do it, and we'll do it. I ain't gonna want no sex then. I'll take you on a date. That's about it. We could talk, have sex with the mind, mentally stimulate me. You understand what I'm saying? Stimulate my mind, goddammit. Not in a perverted way either. I'm talking about with some high science or something. Something that's gonna, evolve my race. For real. Enhance my race. Give me your dignity. Give me something that you're proud of. Be proud for once instead of doggish. For real. Because that dog y'all represent, no. That was just Abraham grabbing that ram and not killing his child. That's all that was. For real. Straight up. But they having babies by these motherfuckers now. You understand what I'm saying? By these motherfucking dogs. You understand what I'm saying? A man could put a 2-3 rubber on, fuck a dog all motherfucking day. It don't be no problem, okay? But when these women's fucking dogs and shit happen and these voices and shit, come on, man. You know there's some shit going on. I got a picture on my motherfucking, on one of my videos and shit. The Animal and Man by Dead Prez. It's on one of my videos and shit that I uploaded. Y'all can see it for yourself. That shit ain't nothing nice. Who wanna have some shit like that? Come on, man. Snap out of this shit you in. I don't know what the fuck. Can't keep sacrificing motherfuckers and shit thinking that's what's up. Hell no. That shit ain't what's up. For real. So hell no, I don't want no more sex. I don't want nobody to fucking love me, nigga, hate me for the rest of my life, cause when y'all break y'all mental chains and they free us for real, we gonna put this work in, just like the Indians and the Mexicans and the Arabs and all the rest of these motherfuckers and shit, Chinese. You understand what I'm saying? We got to rebuild for real and get past all this freaking shit, cause this some bullshit here. You understand what I'm saying? That's why God sent me to go through all I had to go through so I could talk about it. Experience is the best teacher. We are the new management, like old girls say. You understand what I'm saying? For real. Ain't no other way. Because I'm not going for all this buffoonery. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you're scared to tell your story, you can listen to mine and grow from there and treat your family better. And when you treat your family better, they'll see you treating them better and you working on change and won't shit be said. When a motherfucker trying to do better, motherfucker can feel it. You ain't got to say it. I got to say it because a lot of motherfuckers don't want to talk about it. But God gave me the power of speech and the opportunity to be able to say it, and that's why I'm saying it, so you motherfuckers can listen and learn and grow. You understand what I'm saying? Something that y'all didn't afford me. I wasn't afforded this opportunity. I had to learn shit a little bit at a time and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way I knew how, and half of it was negative, misinformed information. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give it to you straight this time, even if you're gay. You understand what I'm saying? One partner and leave it at that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't prefer none of that freaky shit, for real. Because you might backslide and all that. Hell, don't have sex at all if you can help it. Don't drink, drug, or smoke. Don't just be you. Do you. Be smart. Don't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But enhance your mind. Learn shit first before you jump into it. You understand? For real. That's what it boils down. Back in the day, they say think before you speak. But I got to say this shit because I represent my race to the fullest. And, somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to tell the truth. For real. Somebody. Otherwise, it's an ongoing cycle of nonsense. And we headed back to slavery. And this time, they ain't going to let us go. They ain't going to let us go this time. For real. We already been in it mentally, full force. But for the most part, we still got a chance. I'm here to tell you, If it don't kick off this year, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because I do believe this is my last video. I'm finna shut the fuck up like my mama told me a long time ago. She said, just be quiet. And I did for a long time. But they was killing my people, and I could feel it in my spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to say something. For real. Or I'm finna be quiet. You motherfuckers can look at these videos over and over again and try to figure this shit out. Best way you know how. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's waiting on you. You heard that, didn't you? The motherfucking police or the ambulance, one or the other, maybe both, because they got some shit waiting for your ass. They wanna kill as many as they can. So what's in the fuck? They ain't even talking about. If you ain't heard lately, for real, ain't no more. I don't believe there's no more government funerals, because they was talking about just for $60 now, you could just burn the motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I heard on the news just recently. For $60, you can just burn a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So now they really, you motherfuckers out there that got insurance policies on your kids and shit, you can keep more money now. Just $60 and you can get rid of them and shit. Kids, that's what they doing. They sacrificing you for the insurance policy. And they saying it's a drive-by shooting, when in fact, they killing off the smart ones or the ones that's rebelling against all this negativity and keeping the buffoons. That's what they doing. Hey, I got to tell it. I don't give a fuck. I could be one of them ones, but I got a grave to go to because I paid for it. And even if they burn me the fuck up, who gives a fuck? It's not going to be forever. Like them. For real. It's not. So, for my oldest sister and my family, and even Angela Davis, you understand what I'm saying? In my family. I ain't talking about that light, bright, damn near white one that sold out the Black Panthers. No, I'm not talking about her. No. You know you sold out them real Black Panthers, Angela Davis. You ain't got all you got for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And you a lesbian married to a white woman or whatever. Look, when you try to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, make sure it's not a person that got your number. Okay? For real. Because I'm pulling hoe cards now. Y'all gonna have to tell the truth. Assata Shakur, I don't know what you and Tupac got going on when it come to me, but if it wasn't for me, for real, you know Tupac would be dead. Everybody know Tupac ain't dead. Tupac, come on out the closet. I got this shit. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. You understand what I'm saying? I know you was going through hell. It's hard trying to be Mary Lee Davis, a.k.a. Mary Mack. It's even hard for me. So I know trying to be me got to be hard. You understand what I'm saying? For real. But lately, it's been coming real easy for a motherfucker. It's like I'm wearing blinders, and I'm just, I'm good. I ain't saying I'm the best. I'm just saying I'm good. So stop dogging me. Okay? D-O-O-G. Spell good backwards. You got dog. Say you don't. Say you don't. Stop dogging me. Okay? Alright, that's all I got to say. Prince, you owe Tevin Campbell some money, motherfucker. You know that. You do. It's time to feed the children, motherfucker. All motherfucking day. Quit playing with me.